Hi, John Michael Bliss here again for Grow, Love, Expand. I'm going to talk today a little bit about health, right? And specifically, I'm going to talk to you more about physical health, like actually moving the body. You know, um, Sometimes a lot of people get into these modes of so-called, depression, let's say, right? And they don't even barely get out of bed. And sometimes getting the body moving takes a tremendous amount of effort. We have to focusly make an attempt to sometimes get our bodies to move, get off the couch. Sometimes maybe life isn't going the way we want it to go. And it's very difficult, can become very mentally challenging. But the aspect of moving can sometimes help create a physical awareness in the mindset and create endorphins that is much needed. And breaking a sweat is very, very important. We're not saying to kill yourself out there with exercise, but I believe exercise is a huge part of life, because the body is meant to move. Like the animal kingdom, right? We're no different. They move, and our bodies are meant to move. It's not meant to be sedentary. But when you find yourself in sort of like kind of a funk, if you will, kind of a depressed state, um, and it can be very debilitating. I mean, very debilitating. It takes a tremendous amount of effort sometimes to get yourself moving. But if you can try to just fight through that mental fatigued, if you will, and just move, I guarantee you'll feel better afterwards. A long walk, do some push-ups, some squats. People say, well, I don't have a gym membership. You don't need a gym membership. Yoga, stretching, doing some power yoga where you're actually doing the physical movements. A lot of the old siddhas, they would meditate for hours and hours and hours, and then their bodies would get like, I need to move. And that's where a lot of the original postures, Kriya yoga came into fruition. They would study nature, and that's where a lot of those poses. I mean, a lot of the physical form of yoga, it's much to people's misunderstanding, didn't come till much, much later. I mean, the Ashtanga, the power yoga, what you see today, that came really much, much later. But nonetheless, even those great siddhas who would meditate realized the importance of movement and getting the body active, getting that blood flow, getting the joints moving. What does like a massage therapist do? An acupuncture, acupressure, right? Chiropractic. It's moving energy, right? It's releasing blockages in the body and allowing energy to flow. And by getting up and moving, getting the body active, and whether it be a walk, golfing, you know, uh, running, if that's your float your boat, right? Push-ups. People say, "Oh, I can't do it." Look, do a countertop push-up. Getting the body moving, getting the body active, right? And then, start thinking about, what we put into our bodies. Does that mean be a saint, never eat a piece of cheesecake? No, we're not saying that at all. But you start thinking of food from a health perspective and how it's more for fuel, right? And that's what food is nothing more than fuel for the body. And if you think about it, if you're filling yourself up nutritionally, right? If you put gas into a car, it can only hold so much, right? Because it's full. Well, a lot of times we eat because we're not nutritionally satisfied. We're still hungry because the body is craving nutrients, right? So when we eat a nutrient-rich diet, and even taking vitamins and minerals, which I highly recommend taking a mineral. If you do anything, at least do a mineral supplementation, because the one thing we are severely lacking anymore is minerals. The food is severely depleted. The grounds have been overfarmed, so there's not a lot of minerals in our food anymore. And I believe they say it's lost like 50% of its nutritional value in the last 50 years. Don't take my word on that. Check that out. But we've lost a lot of nutritional value in our food. So But when you start to eat more soundly and you eat nutrition, does that say not have a burger and fries? No, I'm not saying that at all. Have a burger and fries. That's okay. Maybe not every day, right? But think about what you do as far as health-wise and the foods that you eat. And if you fill the body up with nutritionally what it wants, then it's not hungry. It's full. And you feel good, right? And then you get the body active. All that in association with self-development, that all goes hand in hand. Spirituality, mental, physical, all part of the same reality, And just getting yourself sometimes up, go for a walk, do some push-ups in your house, run in place in your house if that's what you want. Do some salutations, right? Get the body active. We're going to post some, yoga and push-ups. We're gonna on Grow, Love, and Expand here. We're gonna go ahead and post some exercises as well, so you can kind of get an idea, and how easy it really is. I mean, you don't need a lot of time. You don't need a lot of equipment. Doing just regular push-ups and squats. Some salutations. Getting the body to where you just sweat a bit. I mean, I think you're going to find tremendous value in that, and allowing yourself to stay mentally alert and fit, okay? And I'm not saying it's easy, just get started. But once you get started and you do it on a regular basis, your body will start to crave it. It will want it. The mind will want it. Again, we're reprogramming the mind, right? And mental health is just as important as any physical health. Any other type, physical health is as important as mental health. I mean, it all goes hand in hand, right? Take the time to get off the couch. And even though it's difficult, force yourself sometimes to do the uncomfortable and get the body moving, and allow for that mind-body connection, right? And let the body sort of feel the movement. And just as we stated earlier, massage, chiropractor, acupuncture, acupressure, they're moving energies. As you move blockages, you're moving energy, you're moving that chi in the body, you're allowing the flow, right? And the body goes, all right, I like to be active, It doesn't have to be, real strenuous. I mean, Tai Chi, but you're moving the body. All that is a reality of health. Okay, so when you think of health, I don't want you to just think of eating healthy, working out. I want you to think of the whole spectrum of health, mind-body connection. Physical movement helps mental, right? Which could lead to other areas. Maybe now you're feeling better mentally, and that'll allow a next step to take hold. Grow mentally. Maybe that leads into something else by physically getting the body active, right? So that's the message today. Health. Physical, mental, mind-body connection. It all is one. Get out there, get moving, get the body active, get the mind active. Health. You feel wonderful. I mean, it's a lot funner being healthy than not healthy, right? And that not just as a physical, but mental health. And I believe physical movement helps the mental. Mental helps physical. When you're doing something you love, it's healthy. So it all goes hand in hand. Message for the day, do some push-ups. Get the body moving, all right? With peace, love, and happiness, all that we are. Remember, you are worth every bit of it. I totally believe in you and love you. John Michael Bliss for Grow, Love, and Expand. Please hit that like and subscribe button and have a wonderful rest of your day.